Hey guys, it's Art of Pokemon TCG here. Another rare video from me, and this is a video that's been much talked about for, well, quite a long time, and hasn't really happened up to now due to various reasons. Just busy with life, busy with work, but I'm here now filming this video. Um, Almost midnight here, and I have to always film my videos quite late at night because it's the only time the house is ever quiet. But here we are, and those of you who follow my Twitter feed will know what this video will be about, and it is about these. So, some PSA cards, which I own now. I actually have expanded my PSA collection quite quickly, in quite a small space of time. Within, well, I would say less than a year, I've gone from 0 to 17 cards, and so I don't really want to make this video huge and show all 17 cards off. I actually want to do each card justice, rather than rush through 17 cards. So what I decided to do is I'm going to split this video into, well, really into two videos. This video, the first video, will cover what I would call PSA acquisitions. So cards which I haven't personally sent in for grading, but which I've just picked up either through sales or there's one in particular, last card that I was showing you here, which is through a trade, a very special trade with a very special friend, through Twitter. So yeah, I'm really excited to share these things with you. Some of these I had posted previously, but it's been a while, so you may not remember, which is fine. So let's get going. So yeah, this one seems like the logical place to start. This was the first ever PSA card I owned, and it is a pretty special one at that. It is the Gyarados Gold Star. So from the whole Phantom set, both in English and in Japanese, of course, which it is here. This one actually came from my good friend on Twitter, Bresh Gaming. And, you know, there's a number of reasons why I wanted to pick up this card. Number one, it's Gyarados Gold Star. That goes, you know, that says a lot for itself. But also, you know, I have a Gyarados collection, and this is obviously quite pride of place in the collection. It's a Fakuda card, which is, the style is instantly recognizable, and with the very typical Gyarados pose with the mouth extended open and the Pokemon actually spilling out of the illustration window, which I really, really love. Some of you watching this might be thinking, PSA 6, not great, and you can see if the light bounces off this, right, especially towards the back. Yeah, see the bottom corner, the ray is sort of edged in the bottom corner. Don't be too harsh on this. It's still excellent to mint. A PSA 6 is still, these cards are aging. This one, for example, is 13 years old. So yeah, I'm happy with this. It gave me an affordable way to own this card, and I have no regrets of picking this up in this grade. So yeah, really, really happy with this card. Great. Next one was one I picked up through a sale, and it is this one. So gone up a few grades here. This is a near mint to mint 8 of Umbreon EX, which is a holo card, as you can see from the shine, the shimmer on that. And from the set Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. I picked this up, great price for a start. I think I only paid about £10 for this. And if you consider the cost of grading alone, that's pretty great price. Beautiful card. Goes without saying, the Umbreon looking quite majestic, one leg crossed in front of the other, with this sort of deep red. This deep red. Oh, sorry, I realised I didn't have that in shot there. I was actually looking at it more myself rather than looking at the camera. Rookie video maker. Yeah, it's a stunning card, There's a little swirl, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Just below his foot. I'll try to get this focus. I'm not using a great camera, but I'll try to get this to show. There it is, just below his back foot. Try to pick it up a bit better. There. Okay. Camera's not doing a great job of focusing on this, but yeah, it's there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Swirl, which is always welcome. You know, this comes from Ueda as well, illustrator Ueda, who did, you know, the likes of Venusaur EX, Heracross EX, both full arts, and also the quite iconic Darkrai EX full art from, you know, previous generations. One thing, actually, this is a bit of a fickle reason to pick a card to pick up in PSA. I like the Pokemon, I like the card, but also Japanese set names are just beautiful, in my opinion. A lot of beautiful Japanese set names, and this one really stands out. You know, Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. I almost wish the English set names were more poetic, but there you go. Really pleased to have this in the collection. So next one is also another EX card. It is an English one this time, actually. It is Mew EX. It's also in a near mint mint 8, also from Holland Phantoms. Another Ueda card, as you can see from the description there, but also the style quite instantly recognizable. It's actually one of the few English PSA cards I own. Most of the PSA cards I do own are Japanese. What I really love about this card is the sense of depth it has. You know, so you've got the end of Mew's tail sort of swirling around towards the person viewing the card, the viewer, and these sort of complementary colours. You know, you've got the pinks of Mew, and the purple in a sort of spiral towards the back of the card, and it just shines, it shimmers. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, this is one of these cards that, you know, it's just beautiful. Certain cards through their art obviously tell stories. You know, Kame is very good at that, among other artists. But not every card needs to tell a story. Some could just be there for, you know, they're just a joy to behold, and this is for me one of those cards. So really pleased to have this one in the collection too. Okay, moving on swiftly then. This one I picked up solely because it was very cheap. It was an impulse buy, good price. Wasn't one that was on my collection goals. But I picked it up. Yeah, good price. It is. It was my first PSA 10 actually as well. This was. This was the 2001 Sabrina's Espeon. Yeah, not a holo card from the VS set though. And I really firmly believe, you know, the VS series offers some of the best and most diverse art of the TCG. I mean, this is so unique. Look at the bulbous head of Espeon himself, or himself, and the sort of red orb and the red eyes, mesmerizing stuff. It's actually fantastic. Not the only Espeon in the VS set, and there's also Will's Espeon, of course, which is a very sought after card. But as I say, this was an impulse buy. I would say probably, yeah, it's probably one of the least elegant portrayals I've seen of Espeon. As I say, with a bulbous head, but it's unique. I like it, you know, and it was a good price, so I thought, why not? There are other evolutions which are very popular in the VS series as well. The one standout one I would say, especially in holo, which would be one I would be chasing if it came up at the right price, would be Karen's Umbreon. You're looking sometimes, well, the price has changed, but on the last time I checked, PSA 10 of Karen's Umbreon, somewhere in the region of about £130. So really sought after card, and one I'll be looking forward to pick up. But yeah, happy to have this. First PSA 10, nice card. Okay, time's getting on, guys. Nearly at 10 minutes already. Gosh, I can talk and talk and talk. Okay, card number 5 of 10. So there's 10 cards I'm going to show you. Didn't say that at the start. Really pleased to have this one too. Gone back 2 grades to an 8 again, near mint 8, and this is Rockets Entei EX from the Japanese set Rocket Gang Strikes Back. Equivalent set in English would have been, or is not would have been, is Team Rocket Returns. It's one of these cards I wanted for quite a long time, simply just for the art. The art, the Rockets Pokemon especially, in this set are very unique in terms of their portrayal and their art style. Instant recognizable, if any Pokemon TCG fan, if you plonk down a card in front of them and ask them what set it was from, they'd be able to tell you it was from a Team Rocket Returns, or a Rocket Gang Strikes Back set. As I say, the art was what really drew me to this card. Lovely sort of fiery base, and I love how Entei looks like he's rising out of the fire, and also looking up menacingly at the viewer. So you can see his head is just tilted, glaring, slightly head tilted upwards, which I really, really appreciate. And the light, the effects, the light effects in this card are again stunning. So you've got light and dark in this card, both complementing each other really well. Obviously, it's a dark Pokemon because it's a rocket Pokemon, but they haven't sacrificed the sort of fire and light here as well to really, really set this one off. So really pleased to have this one too. Okay, we're at the halfway point. This is card number 6. And it's this. This is Pikachu. It's a holo from Bonds to the End of Time, Japanese set. It was in English, this was a Rising Rival Secret Rare. Just stunning card. Love it. I have a real soft spot for Pikachu, as well as some other collections. I have Gyarados collection, a Charizard collection, Magikarp collection, and also a Pikachu collection. I know probably in my heart of hearts I will not be able to, well, I actually know for a fact I won't be able to ever own every single Pikachu card in the TCG. Well, number one problem being the illustrator, of course, but that's okay with me. I just love picking up Pikachu cards as and when they arise, finding new ones I didn't know existed. I actually quite like not knowing every Pikachu card that is out there, which is quite fresh. But this is great. This is an Arita art. And it's just a classic card reimagined. Obviously, we know this card originally from base set, and it's just a reimagining of that same art, and it just brought a new feel, a new twist to that art, and the sparkle, the shine on this from this particular set is just stunning. I spoke earlier on about set names, and this one is just one of the most beautiful for me. Bonds to the End of Time. It really just strikes a real note with me of Ash and Pikachu, their bond they share together, and you do feel like it will be a bond till the end of time. And it is just, I love this card. So really pleased to have it. Okay, continuing on the Pikachu theme, the next one I got, pretty good price as well, is back to 8s again. It is the Birthday Pikachu, the White Star 2nd Anniversary edition of the White Star Pikachu. So this has a bit of a sad story attached to it. So I originally did own one of these before. I bought it as a part of a lot, which also came with a Gold Star Pikachu, a Japanese Gold Star Pikachu. But unfortunately, the Gold Star Pikachu arrived very damaged. And when I say very damaged, I mean like the description, which was provided by the seller, was inaccurate. And I just really wasn't happy. I tried to obviously contact the seller to see if they would offer a discount, because I really wanted to keep the Birthday Pikachu card. But he wasn't having it. I was either return the whole lot of the cards or else keep them. So I had to return them, and it really cut me up that I had to return this Birthday Pikachu card. So I made a bit of a mission since then to hunt for it, and I'm so happy to have one now. I love the almost ethereal sort of glow behind Pikachu. This sort of there's a fuzziness to this art, this sort of haziness, which I really appreciate. The illustration isn't sharp, and I don't mean that as a criticism, but it's just really lends itself to this sort of dreamy birthday feel of celebration. Just to give a bit of context too, this was released for the with the second anniversary calendar in 1999, actually, in Japan. Oh, it says 1998 there. Maybe I need to do some fact checking. But it was released with the second anniversary calendar, and it was a mail-in. There was also a mail-in campaign as well to Wizards of the Coast between September and November 2000, where you could receive one of these birthday Pikachu cards. So yeah, really happy to have this. Beautiful card. You can see the shine. Great. Okay, we're at 15 minutes. I'm going to speed up. I promise. We've got 3 cards left. And yeah, also another special card novel for the Gyarados collection is this, another PSA 10, which I was really pleased to get. Another very reasonable price. This is Kusajima. Very, very, very unique art style. You know, I know you've heard me say that a few times already in this video for different artists, but this is unmistakable. You know, Kusajima is also responsible for the likes of the Expedition Mew and the XY109 Gyarados promo, you know. Oh, and the Gengar card in Diamond Pearl Stormfront, which is iconic, is just so unique. So he's done a lot of very iconic cards, and as I say, the style is just instant recognizable. You know, I love the pose. I mean, you've got the typical Gyarados open mouth pose, but with a more menace rather than just gnarling jaws. You know, and the style, the purples and the pinks. You know, of the sky behind, and also the water, the ripple effect in the water. And it almost, you know, I know it's a Delta species and a lot of these cards do this, but it almost is, you know, I hate to say this, but a budget shining card. It's not a shining card, of course, and of course if it was, it would be probably a lot more expensive than it is, but you still get that feel from it. Look at the shimmer, the shine of the actual Pokemon itself. Beautiful. Okay, last 2 cards, guys, okay? Save the best, 2 of the best for last, I would say. I haven't really put these together as a ranking necessarily. It's not gone from worst to best. You can see I've been jumping about with grades. Sort of in a logical order in terms of, well, these 2 are quite big hitters at the end, for me anyway. And I obviously started at the very start with a card which was a card with my first PSA card, so there was some logic to the order, but nothing too specific. So without further ado, this penultimate card is this absolute beauty, which is a promo, an XY promo in Japan, which was the Psyduck, the Masuda Psyduck. So this is obviously Masuda being the Pokemon Guru himself, Masuda, being pictured here with Psyduck. Obviously not very happy, you can see, quite upset next to Psyduck here. And yeah, a great card. Again, instantly recognizable. This is a Call Me artwork. Absolutely stunning. And was one I know one of my pals on Twitter, Primal Lugia, was goading me into trying to buy for a long time, and I finally bit the bullet. I saw this and I thought, okay, yeah, PSA 10, why not? So yeah, you know, this was, as you can see from the set style, the hollow pattern on the heart hollow pattern is, you know, synonymous with the Pokekun set. It was a Pokekun promo. It was distributed to those who purchased 5+ booster packs in 2016, so quite a small window in 2016 between mid-May and early June in 2016. Absolutely super card. Very low population. When I originally looked at the card, the population of this in PSA 10 was only 10 in the world. I'm not sure, as we stand here right now, if that has changed slightly. But yeah, I got this at a good price. It was one I wanted to pick up. Really pleased to have it in a 10 as well. So, beautiful card. Just going to let you appreciate the hearts just now. Okay, and we've reached the last card. Got to 20 minutes. I'm still working on the art of being concise. Not something I'm really good at. This card was not one I purchased, actually. This was one I traded. And I traded with a good friend of mine on Twitter, the Hollow Hunter. Really unique and special story attached to this one too, as not in terms of from my point of view, but from how he got it. And I would really advise you, you go back and look at this. So first of all, I will reveal the card. It is the hyper rare Charizard from To Have Seen the Battle Rainbow, SM3H. Absolutely stunning, you know. I have a Charizard collection, as I said. I don't own this in English, but I did want to own this card in some form, and this came along. He was open to a trade, a very kind, a very generous trade as well, and I'm still very grateful for the fact that we were able to do our trade. And yeah, I marvel at this card. It's a beautiful one, absolutely stunning, you know. Trade with the Hollow Hunter. As I say, the story attached to this one for him was really special. He pulled this card from his booster box of this To Have Seen the Battle Rainbow from the very first pack he opened. I really, I recommend you go back and try to find and watch his video. What a great moment, you know. Okay, you get your big hit card straight away, which takes away from the rest of the box. But if it hits this good, then who's complaining, you know? Absolutely stunning card. I'm so pleased to have this for the Charizard collection, but just anyway, you know. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, guys, so that is everything. Thank you if you managed to stick this and didn't skip into the video to see all the cards. There were only 10 cards in this video. I have another 7 still to reveal, and I'll be doing those in the next video. I currently also have a PSA submission off at PSA at the minute of another 10 cards, so there should be more videos and more reveals coming up in the future. So again, thanks very much for watching. I'll put together my PSA returns video next, but in the meantime, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.